Guys, we got us a broody hen. What are we gonna do about it? You're about to find out. It's our first time ever having one. There she is, guys. The broody hen. All right, guys, so let's talk for a minute and explain to you why I know she's gone broody. So this is our first time experience a broody hen. I've raised chickens for probably 4 or 5 years, somewhere in there. And of course, I've read a lot about broody hens, but I've yet to have one that truly went broody. Well, the other day I came out at nighttime to close up the chickens. And when I counted, I noticed I was missing her. Well, when I ended up started looking around, I found her in this nesting box right there. Well, I didn't think much about it, and I just pulled her out from the nesting box and I put her into the coop. Well, the next day I come out, first thing that morning, she's back in the nesting box. I thought, well, maybe she's laying, no big deal. Well, every time I came out that day, she was still in that nesting box. Normally she's super chill, but when any chicken got near, man, she got mean with them. And then right after she ate a little bit of food, right back in the nesting box. So I came out here last night. Of course, she's still in it. I decided just to leave her while I try to figure out what I was going to do. So that left me with two options. Either I could break the broodiness by either keep removing the eggs and keep pulling her out of the box and maybe even putting her in a dog crate by herself for a few days, or I could embrace the broodiness, get a hold of some hatching eggs, and see if we can incubate some eggs ourselves with a natural hatching by using her. Which one do you think we did?
Get eggs and give them the hole for her to have.
That's right, guys. So I found this guy. He's a super nice guy. We ended up meeting up with him. Used to be an ecology teacher, I think, here at one of the local high schools. Very knowledgeable guy, but he specializes in crested cream leg bars, or cream crested leg bar. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But anyways, they lay a beautiful blue egg. Very pretty chicken. They're a pretty rare breed. Apparently, they're pretty highly sought after. And we're fortunate to have him living here within about 45 minutes of us. So for a really good price, we got us 18 hatching eggs that we're gonna see if we can get her to hatch them out. Now, obviously we're not gonna put all 18 under her. So what else did we end up having to get?
I don't know.
You remember the name of it?
An incubator.
There you go. So yeah, we bought us our first incubator. So it wasn't an expense I planned on doing, but opportunity presented itself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the 18 in half. We're gonna put 9 under her and 9 in the incubator. I got the incubator set up. I've never done one before, so I got it running. I'm gonna let it run for several hours and make sure it seems like it's operating right. And then we'll put the other 9 in that. We'll take you along for that. But right now, we're gonna get some eggs punched in under her. And then also, this presents another issue that just kind of expedited what I already planned to do at some point. Obviously, if she's taking up that nesting box, that leaves all these chickens trying to use that one. Well, that's just not going to suffice. So I picked up a third nesting box, and we're going to plug it in right next to her. I wouldn't mess with her if I was you. She will jack you up, buddy. I don't know if y'all can see it too much. She's wanting to puff up. You can't really see her too well in there. She's been pretty docile with me the last 2 days when I've gotten eggs from her, but she definitely seems a bit more on edge today, so she might jack me up pretty bad when I try to put these eggs under her, but we're about to find out.
I can't see the hornet's nest. Can I see it?
Hold on. Guys, I got a whole nother bag of issues. So I was getting ready to plug this up. Well, my daughter noticed there was 2 hornets down in this oyster shell tray, which by the way is doing really well. Well, see if I can get you to see it. But right above my head, where I was about to screw, we got a hornet's nest that has started. So I ain't about to start drilling directly beneath that thing until I get some spray and kill them suckers. So I need to go grab some spray. We're gonna deal with that. Then we're gonna deal with the rest of this stuff real quick. I'm armed and I'm ready for battle. I grabbed this because I'm gonna lay it over the container with the oyster shell because I don't want none of this stuff dripping down in there. So I'm hoping that'll block it. And then we're gonna spray these suckers. I done sent Madison out of the pen so they don't come after her. So if anything, I'll die in glory. Let's go into battle. So it really bothers me having to use some kind of a chemical like that around a chicken coop. But that thing was pretty fierce. It had a lot of activity, and I really didn't know what else to do. So if y'all had another suggestion on what would have been a better way to address it, I don't know. But let's go ahead and get this nesting box plugged on now, since hopefully there's no more hornets that are going to jack me up. But we got that set up, and like I said, when I hung up that tray, I knew I was going to end up needing a third one. This right here just kind of helped me expedite getting this done. So now let's dive in here and let's get ready to plug these eggs up underneath homegirl right here. So my buddy here, she's got the eggs. So he gave them to us in an 18 count carton, but we split them up so you can see. Check out how pretty these cream lake bar eggs are. They're like a bluish and a greenish. So we're really pleased with how these things look. They're a large egg. He said that they'll lay usually about 4 of them a week. So that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna see if we can't plug these things underneath her and see how this goes. Yeah. Hey y'all, it's just some straw that fell out. It's not nothing super exciting, but can y'all make room for me? We gotta take care of Mama Son.
I got this. Just walk through. There you go. Just walk through. Now you pass this.
All right, girl, you gonna be sweet to me? Ooh, you really fluffing up, aren't you? I got some eggs for you. Oh, you getting mad, ain't you? You gonna be nice to me? Huh? You gonna be nice to me?
There you go. You got your own eggs. You can lay some babies. You want a baby? We got you some babies. Please don't bite my butt. You want some babies, girl? I got some babies for you. You wanna have some babies? Yo, scoot them under you a little bit more so you can sit on them and love them. Hey, Cookie. They're safe and sound with your little baby.
Well, you took that one better than I thought. Let's put some more under you. I really thought she was gonna do a number on me because she was really fluffing up. Hey, there you go. Why you gonna bite me? I'm trying to give you eggs, not take them away. I should have known things were going way too smooth. I still got 5 more to go. Good girl. So I don't really want to upset her. So I've kind of just set them around, and I'm hoping maybe she will, because you know, they'll kind of put them where they want them. So I'm hoping she might accept them and will kind of tuck them up underneath her a little better. So we'll come back check on her here in a little bit. Guys, just remember too, I've never had a broody hen. I'm really completely winging this entire thing. So I could have completely done all this 100% wrong. I don't know. If you got better experience with something like this, please let me know. We'll see where it goes from here. Between having to battle the hornets, installing a nesting box with a drill right next to her, and trying to shove eggs underneath her, we really didn't exactly create the most ideal environment to make her want to take care of these things and to stay in that nest. But we're gonna go ahead and head on in the house instead. We're gonna go ahead and check on this incubator. We'll talk about the one that we picked up and kind of why it's the one that we went with. And we'll show you us getting those plugged in if everything's checking out right. And we'll give her some time to kind of just relax, calm down a little bit, and we'll check on her once we wrap up with some of this stuff. So let's head on in the house and we'll show you that setup. All right, guys, so we're in the house. This is the incubator that we picked up at Tractor Supply today. Really at their store, they only had 2 options. They had this one, and they also had a cheaper model that doesn't have an automatic egg turner. And talking to the guy in there, he's like, hey, if you don't stay on top of turning those things, or you don't have an automatic egg turner, you might as well be wasting your time. And when I looked up what it would cost for the egg turner for the other one, well, it was going to put me to like within $10 of this one that came with it. So for me, this was just a better route. But it was what we could get right on the fly. It's the Farm Innovators Model 4250. I followed the directions to the T. They also give you some information on how to candle the eggs and how often to check them and what to look for, which it came with a candler, which is nothing but a flashlight with a little end to make it easier to hold onto the cones, and then just some extra tips of information. So we picked this spot over here. It says you got to have it out of direct sunlight and where temperature stays pretty consistent. So other than, we really don't do anything with this area right here, so this is a good spot. You know, it reminds me to check it regularly. So the ideal temperature that we're trying to reach is 99.5, which it says right there with the digital thermometer. So it sets itself up at 21 days, but talking to the guy, this is the only breed of chicken that for the most part he raises other than a few bantams. He swears by 20 days. He says I should have chickens by 20 days, and we need to maintain humidity between 50 and 60. So as you can see, we're at 56%. Everything's holding pretty well. You can see the automatic turners down in there. They're supposed to turn them, I think it's 6 times in a day, every 3 to 4 hours, something to that effect. And here's the package he gave us the eggs in. And as you can see, these 9 are the 9 we already took out and tried to put under the hen, as failed a success as that was, but nonetheless, we gave it a try. So we're gonna go ahead and put these 9 in the incubator as well to try to increase the possible success rate that we may have with these hens. So according to reading the instructions, it says to put these with the pointy side down in the turners. So that's what we're gonna do, just because that's what the directions say. And we're gonna start plugging these things in here and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, so take these, pointy side down, okay? Kind of put them in the center here, but we wanna spread them out a little bit, okay? Like, see how I leave a space in between it? Just because we don't have many, so we might as well utilize the space a little bit better.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
It's a little warm.
Was like, I want to play.
Yeah, just keep them here towards the middle, okay? Just put that one right there. I'm gonna put that guy right there, okay?
Hey, Daddy, why don't you
No. I'm gonna leave that guy, okay? All right. Now we just set it and forget it. We'll see what happens.
Forget it? Why do we need to forget it?
It's just, there was a cooking commercial that was the saying was set it and forget it. Chloe, what do you think of this? Do you approve of this? You just very intrigued? Too many changes for you, huh? Babies, baby chickens, hatching eggs, new pigs. It's a big year for you, dog. So you can see it's got this blinking light now, and it's because the temperature dropped because we opened it up and set the eggs in, which is normal. But I like that light blinks, so when I wake up in the morning, if I see it blinking, then obviously I know there's a big time issue. Versus if it wasn't doing anything, it might not be as noticeable. So I do like that one little feature I've noticed already. Now we will monitor the humidity level. I'm assuming it drops too as the temperature drops because it was within range. So the biggest thing that I've read though is that maintaining that humidity is pretty key between 50 and 60. And then it talks about the last 3 days that we actually want to increase that humidity up to, I think it was 70% if I'm not mistaken. And also to stop the turning. If y'all know anything differently, you know, let me know down in the comments. We appreciate it, as this is our first go at this and rookie incubation, so we'll see. All right, guys, it's probably only been about 30 minutes or so since we set those eggs in here with her. I'm just gonna kind of take a quick peek, see if she's kind of pulled them underneath her. It's about an hour or so before it's time to actually feed everybody. So we'll check again then too if she hasn't done anything with it, but we're just gonna take a real quick peek and see if we haven't had any success. Of course, all the piglets and stuff are gonna get loud again because they know it's getting close to time, so when they see us, they get pretty amped up. So if you remember when we left, you could see probably 4 eggs around her. She's clearly done pulled them things under her, and man, the camera doesn't do it justice because it's so blurry sort of, but she's really fluffed out, man, and she's got those things covered up big time. So she is definitely a good mama. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. You go do your thing, girl. We're gonna leave you be. So now that she's accepted those eggs, my only concern is now, since yesterday, I've yet to see her leave that nesting box. And I know it's a 20 to 21 day cycle to try to hatch these things. But if y'all know at what point should I try to give her food, or should I push the issue, or do I just leave her be and let mama do mama's thing? So if y'all got any suggestions on that, let me know. But that's an awesome sign. So guys, that's gonna wrap everything up for today. It's an awesome experience, you know, to get to see nature at its work with a mother hen, hopefully with a successful raising of some baby chicks from egg to hatching. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. I'm also excited to see whether or not this incubator works. Never incubated eggs before, so that's kind of exciting. This could open up a whole new opportunity as far as what breeds of chickens we might be able to readily get here in our area. So I'm really hoping that this may work out. So guys, as always, we appreciate you coming along. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Your support is very much appreciated, more than I could ever express to you. But for those of you all that have continually supported us, we thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. I do my best to make sure I respond to every comment and email that I get in a very timely manner, despite working full time, because y'all are that important to me. So thank y'all, appreciate y'all. Y'all be good, love your family, spend time with one another, and we'll see you here real soon on the next video. Y'all be good.